We finally broke free from the M word. As you can see, Noisy Fox has legs. Taking off my prison band, as you can see. On the ground. Done. We're away. Welcome, everybody, to the Noisy Fox stream. We free our minds, baby. Hold on, let me switch drip. Let me switch drip. Oh my god, who is that? Still me, y'all. Hope all y'all having a good ass day. Today we got a whole lot to talk about. I'm just so glad I have legs today. So today we have to talk about falling in love so easy. Talk about the effects of it. Is it good or is it bad? How to stop it. And we're going to talk from a man's perspective and a female's perspective. Then we're going to talk about staying focused on your goals and the importance of that, and then bad habits. So we got a whole lot to talk about today. Now this stems from, and it's so weird what I see. Someone was talking to me about, oh, how do you not fall in love so much? And I gave him a little synopsis of what to do. And I want to go over on the stream because I know that if one person is having this trouble, there must be a lot of other people having the same trouble. So let's go into it. Like I said, I hope you guys are ready because we got a whole lot to talk about. So from a man's perspective, because most of the people on the stream, on the Noisy Fox stream, trying to become their best versions are men. So we're going to go into the men first. Men, have you ever been with a girlfriend and you're just like, you know, every time I talk to her, she makes me feel so good. She's so happy around me. I'm so happy around her. You know, maybe you guys are sexually active. It feels so good to be around her. Maybe she's like that one for you. And you feel like she's the one for you. You feel so good around her. What happens is, you see, you could give your energy so much to a female, but you need to understand that at the end of the day, if you are not the type of person to continue making yourself better so that you can be the ideal man the world needs, she is going to constantly require you to do that. So falling in love so easy, it's not that you're falling in love so easy, it's because you have become comfortable in your present situation with this female. So how do you stop falling in love so easy? First thing that you need to do is you need to realize she is there to help you become a better man, but you already have to have the capabilities to become a better man. She does not want you to be there all the time, giving her loads and loads of attention all day. That's gotta stop with the mic. I don't like that. She expects you to be on your grind too. So you have to make sure that you are always doing the things that you need to be doing every day. This could be school. This could be skill work. This could be learning how to be better at your job. This could be learning about your side hustle. This could be doing anything, because you need to know at the end of the day, if you stop and you are stagnant with becoming a better man, you're going to wake up one day and there's going to be no female. You got to understand, this is a harsh reality. With falling in love so easy, it's not that you're falling in love so easy, it's that you're becoming comfortable. And the thing about this question is, what I notice about a lot of people is when they reference love or self-love or falling in love with other people, or I'm so in love with this female, or I'm so in love with this guy, you never define what love is. That's why I'm so tired of like these people talking about, oh, should I love myself? What is this self-love? You never define love. We live in a time where people will go on TikTok and act like an AI. It's crazy times we live in. Then there are people who are talking about they're confused about what their gender is. You have no concept of love. I don't care if you're in your 20s. I have to make up my own concept because I found that there is just no modern universal concept of love. So I have my own idea of what love is, but I don't know what it is, because I'm not sure if there's an actual universal concept anymore, if there ever was one. Because I think the idea of relationships and love has been so twisted with this modern reality that it's just so convoluted, and everyone's like, oh, I can be whatever I want to be. Some would say self-love is not cutting off your genitals and becoming the person that you were born to be. But then there's a whole group of people who are like, that's not self-love. I love who I am because I choose who I want to be, or something like that. Some random shit. So the idea of love has to be defined. If you are in a position where you're in a relationship, or you want to be in a relationship, let's say you're a guy, right? Say you're a guy. You most likely are on a Noisy Fox stream, baby. You're talking to a female. Classic brunette, so fine, blah, blah, blah. Talking to you. She's texting back. You're like, oh my gosh, finally talking to this girl. She's everything. She's so cool. You're texting her, giving her all this attention. At the end of the day, if you give an attention more to the female rather than your work, what is important to you as a person to become better and better, eventually the only thing you're going to be focusing on is the female. So how to stop falling in love so easy? You need to diverse your focus. If I focus on my phone more than anything else, then the focus and love for that phone and the comfort of that phone and how much time I spend on it grows. So the only thing that exists is that phone. But let's say if I'm on my phone for a little bit, but I'm focusing more on, let's say, Twitch. Or let's say I'm focusing more on my career as an artist. Or let's say I'm focusing more on my career as selling clothing. The more and more you focus on something, it grows. So you are falling in comfort, not in love. First of all, define what love is. Don't say that. Don't start saying that L word before you even know what it is. If you don't know what it is, that's a good start. Because nobody nowadays know, especially Gen Z. Because nowadays we live in a world where everyone's stupid. And this is just facts. We're all fucking stupid. This is facts. They get rid of the cash so people don't even know how to count anymore. Then they have all these credit cards and these Amazon one with their fingerprint scanning. So the more cashless you are, the more you don't have a need to add and multiply. So now you become stupid and now someone can steal money from you. That's what they're trying to do. So a lot of people right now, we are turning into degenerates. So it's very imperative you focus on you instead of focusing on someone else who wants you to focus on you. Falling in love too easy. You don't even know what love is. You're in comfort. You're comfortable. And the fact that you're comfortable is because you gave so much focus into it. What do you want? Would you rather, right? This is a genuine question, right? Would you rather, let's say I'm working on a business and this business is selling 3D printed items. Would you rather be very successful in your business, probably pulling in $1 million a month, or be with a female and not have the business and just maybe some regular job? Maybe that's fine. But we live in a time now where just being like that is not good enough. I have seen many, many times where a female will be with a guy, and I know this guy for so long, but he's not necessarily where most people would dream of. And it's not like they're doing something wrong, or it's not like they're cheating or anything. It's just the evolution of females. Females are always looking for the best guy. I've seen people come from a higher status, come randomly, scoop them up. So the fact, men, if you are talking to a female, realize you need to focus more on you. And then she is a supplement to your free time, if you have that free time. If you're not that busy, then you have free time. But if you're too damn busy, then you don't have free time. You need to focus on yourself until you can say, you know what, I did it. And then you'll see the progress coming. Then you'll start seeing people come. Then you'll start seeing women want to share the dream with you. And then you can start thinking about what that L word means. And then you can start trying to build a family with someone else. No female wants to spend time with a guy who is so comfortable with them and not trying to be a better man. The fact is, if you're so comfortable and you're so focused on a female, talking to females, you're not focused on your goals. You're not focused on this next skill that you're about to develop. You're not focused on the business that's supposed to be $1 million a month. You're not focused on that. How to stop falling in love? Focus more on you instead of the female. This is what I had to do, y'all. This is what I had to do. And I'm speaking from experience. I remember I was once talking to a female. And she was at job. But at the time, I was trying to start something new. I was trying to stream more on content. I was trying to learn a whole nother language. I was trying to work out at the same time. I was trying to work out my house. So I was doing a whole lot. I couldn't text her. I literally could not text her because the next thing I had to do was something that improved me. Then what I started to notice was, out of the moments I would see her, then the intrigue grew. Then maybe, yeah, I sent a little text, but then it got to the point where if I saw a text, I literally couldn't reply because I'm so focused on doing something else. Females like a busy man. Okay? The fact that you're so comfortable with someone else, it means you're not busy. You're not busy. And look. I'm not saying you have to go out and start a business. I'm not saying you have to go work. I'm not saying that. You should, but I'm not saying that it's required. Although it is required, but not everyone's going to do it. But here's the thing. If you're comfortable with a female, if you like a female, fine, that's good. But you need to find a balance with you and her. What I would recommend is do 80-20. 20% of your time goes to her, 80% goes into your business, 80% goes into you, 80% goes into your body, 80% goes into your health, 80% goes into your mind and acquiring more knowledge. Learn a damn new language. If you find out you have time to watch YouTube shorts, learn a fucking language. I promise you it will take up so much more time. Spanish has given me so many fucking doors. So many doors. Because I liken language like a superpower. So many people, I'd say about 70% of United States native language, and they only speak English. They can only speak to 1 billion people. But if you learn another language, you can speak to 1 billion. And let's say if you learn Spanish, you can speak to 1,500,000,000 people. Now you're fucking balling. Now you can go to Spain and you're like chilling. But those people who only spoke English, they're not chilling. So learn a language. If you got time, if you have time to watch YouTube shorts, it means you're not busy. It means you're not filling up your time. If you have time to talk to females and get attached, way too attached, you can get attached, but not way too attached, then you don't have enough time. You don't have enough time spent on you. Work out. Start developing a new skill. Learn a guitar. Learn a language. Start a business. Do something because you got work to do. The work that you spend away from females, that's what you need to focus on. 80-20. Do it. Get it done. You don't have time. You don't have time to be focusing so much on women if the woman wants you to focus more on you. I hope you guys understand that concept. A female will not stay on you if you are stagnant and not progressing. If that's not enough motivation to get you going to the gym, learning something new, picking up a new skill, and trying to make more money, then nothing's going to help you. Nothing's going to help you because that tells me and that tells other people that you obviously don't want the greater things in life because women are fantastic, especially as a man. When you have relationships with women, it's fucking fantastic. If you are experiencing that, you know, but if you don't experience that, then what you need to do I'm gonna give you all a secret, and it doesn't require any sauce or riz or anything. If you want to talk to a woman, the first thing that you should do is develop something in you that makes you interesting. So the average person is probably very weak, especially now in terms of Gen Z. Very weak, doesn't have a lot of money, doesn't have a lot of friends, constantly on TikTok and Instagram, constantly distracted, blah, 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 unhealthy. Just be different from that. Then you'll start noticing people come to you. Then, if you have a confidence problem, use all those opportunities to just get rejected. The more you get rejected, the more and the more and the more and more progress you will have. You're aiming for rejection when you're in your first stages, and then you'll start noticing shit just keeps happening. You start learning more and more, but you need to get rejected. And so many people are afraid of getting rejected. It doesn't make sense. The worst thing that she can do is say no. She's not going to put an axe in your head. But many people are so scared. Oh, no. What the fuck? Why? You need to be on your shit. You really need to be on your shit. If you're so worried about getting rejected, it means you're not fucking busy. It means you're not busy. Oh, I talked to Sabrina. She said no. Oh, okay. But I got a guitar practice at 5. But I got a bank call at 6. Oh, but I also got karate practice at 8. Oh, but I also got a business call with my friends at 10. You see what I'm saying? So those things don't matter. Get rejected. Keep going home and doing the same shit that makes you better. Get rejected again and just keep getting rejected until you land a sale. You don't have time to just focus on women. If you have time to focus on women, you don't have time to yourself. And that's real. That's real, y'all. That's real. That type of stuff, it don't make sense, y'all. I mean, it's fine to talk to females, but understand 80-20. Keep it 80-20. 80-20 works with a lot of things. But you need to prioritize your goals first. You need to prioritize your self-improvement first. You need to prioritize your exercise. If a female calls you and you're in the middle of your 100 push-ups, answer the call. Hey, I'm exercising. I got to talk to you later. That's a good example of prioritizing your self-improvement. It doesn't matter what type of relationship you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in a talking stage. It doesn't matter. If you're busy, you're doing shit. You don't have time to get attached if you're busy. You don't have time. Become busy and you will start noticing, oh, that shit doesn't matter. Just do shit. And so many people are just not doing shit. You sit there and you're comfortable on YouTube shorts, giving you shots of dopamine to your brain, keeping you encased in this attention prison, watching bullshit. What are you doing? I was on Reddit, and I'm pretty influential in this little subreddit. I just joined. You know, I'm talking to people. And the things that I see are just mad weird. Why are people coming online venting about, oh, I have trouble staying focused, oh, I have bad habits? If you have trouble staying focused, if you have trouble going on bad habits, why are you telling everybody on Reddit? How do you even have time for that? What do you want? You want someone to pat you on the back? No, that shit is not going to happen. See, real men, when they're around real men, when you're around a real man and you're around men who actually want to see you grow, if you come up to them with the bullshit, they will make you look at yourself. They're not here to comfort your feelings. Oh, I'm sorry about that, bro. No, fuck that. No, bro. Don't talk to me in that bullshit. Get on the ground, do 100 push-ups. Get on the ground, do some more work. Keep it going. Ain't no time for comfort. That's what we men have gotten poisoned with. You're too comfortable. And you want someone to give you a little pat on the back and say, you know, it's okay. It's not okay. You have bad habits of smoking. Fix it. Don't come online talking about, oh, Listen, y'all. Complaining, trying to get validation from others is not going to help. You already know what to do, but you're just not doing it. You literally already know what to do, but you're just not doing it. Everyone knows it's not good to eat cake every day, but yet people still do it. Everyone knows it's not good to go to McDonald's, but people still do it. Everyone knows, oh, I shouldn't be stuck in a 9-to-5 job. Maybe I should do something better, but everyone still does it. So you already know what to do. You already know what to do. Get it done. Do it. Attached to females. What? Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. You gotta understand and realize one thing. Woman, and this will be the blueprint. This will be the only thing you need to remember to make sure you are working on yourself every day. This will be the only thing I'm about to tell y'all. Women do not want not busy men. They don't. With that mental frame in your mind, that will be your motivation. They don't want someone lounging around. What I like to do is I like to say, okay, if I was a female, what would be my ideal dude? Do you want someone eating potato chips all day, fat, obese, 300 pounds on a couch? No! Get to work. Do it. Do some shit. You know what? On every stream, hold on. When I get the ads coming in, it's at 30-minute mark. When I get the ads coming in, we're going to do it right now. After every stream, and I'm going to give this accountability, okay? If you are a dude, after the stream, I will do it too. We're going to start a little training regimen. If you are not working out right now, we're going to start something. But if you are, okay, keep doing your thing. We're going to do a little training regimen. If you have never worked out before, do 50. But if you are pretty good, just do 100. Do 100 push-ups. And do them right. I'm going to do 100 after this stream. It would be quite awkward, and you guys wouldn't be able to see me if I did it on stream. But I will let you know. Every stream, that's what we're going to do. That's the new training thing. It doesn't even matter if I already did. I'm just going to do it. You, yes, you, the one watching, do it. And I'm telling you this not to get necessarily big or strong. I'm telling you this because it will help you develop something called discipline. So let's talk about some bad habits, right? People have bad habits. Yes, we all have bad habits. I have bad habits. It took me a long time to get rid of fast food. It took me a long time, but I haven't eaten fast food in like what, 7 years? 6 years. How old am I? 22? Oh. No, I stopped eating fast food at 18. Okay, 4 years. I stopped eating fast food for 4 years. So at this point, I have no desire for it. But it used to be a bad habit I always had. Same thing with soda. I stopped eating soda, what, for 7 years? Yeah, 7 years. And I keep count, like a subconscious count of how long it's not fucking been watching it. Netflix, stopped watching Netflix a long time now. I stopped doing a lot of things that were bad habits, and still one bad habit that I still do have is eating GMO food or genetically modified organisms, because I work in a lot of hospitality, or a job in a lot of hospitality. So I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of demonic food. Velveeta cheese, high fructose corn syrup, don't want that. But still, it's a bad habit. So let's talk about it. How do you get rid of bad habits? Everyone has some bad habit. Everyone has some bad habit. It doesn't matter what it is, but there is some bad habit that you have. Or rather, some bad habit that you return to every now and then. That could be porn. That could be eating bad food. That could be not focusing. That could be getting addicted to attention avenues like apps and Instagram, TikTok, things like that. These are bad habits. One thing I like to say, and this is all from my book, because these are the concepts I always use as a mental framework to get rid of all habits, bad habits. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Just so y'all know, I'm not lying. New book out, How to Get What You Want by Using Belief. Now I want to read a little excerpt from this, from my gorgeous manifestation. And it's such a profound chapter because it is the framework I use all the time when trying to not do something. So, let me see something right here. Okay. Chapter 7, make it as accessible as possible. And it's not going to be long, but I'm just going to read an excerpt from my book. I think it is safe to say that nowadays we want to be lazy. And I'm speaking in terms of a general population, the average person in the Western society. I believe that is why a lot of people tend to stay where they are. You don't get anywhere by being lazy, and that is just a fact, unless you are given everything, but that isn't everybody. Usually you have to work to get what you desire. Use that laziness and let it serve as something more accessible. When you don't have constant evidence of that thing in front of you all of the time, the evidence of that thing disappears from your mind. You want constant evidence that what you want is possible, or you want constant evidence that what you don't want is not possible. So, what does that mean? Bad habits. Out on Amazon right now, by the way. Bad habits. If you want to get rid of a habit because it's bad, you need constant evidence to your mind that it doesn't exist. Make it as least accessible as possible. So if you want to get rid of the bad habit of stop smoking drugs or stop doing drugs, any type of drug you see, you need to feed your mind no evidence it exists. Out of sight, out of mind. It's a true thing. Your mind makes things real. You will see how powerful. If something is not in your sight, sight, taste, smell, hear, feel, if it doesn't exist in those five senses, your mind actually thinks it's not real in that present moment. You see, in this present moment, the only thing that's real is what's in my senses. In this present moment, what are you looking at? If in the present moment, in this now, in this right now that is happening, if you want to stop the bad habit of doing drugs, if in this present moment right now, you can see, smell, taste, hear, or feel any type of drug right now, to get rid of the bad habit, get rid of the evidence. Your mind will try and say, la, 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 la. Oh, let's get it. Just one more hit. It can't say one more hit if there is no evidence around you. Let's say if this is a drug. If this doesn't exist in my present sight, how is my brain going to say, oh, one more hit? How? Impossible. It doesn't exist. So how can I do it? Possible. This is exactly what I use to stop smoking weed. Exactly what I use. Same techniques. All in my book. Same exact things. I teach myself all the time because I'm trying to figure out things like, how do I stop doing this? How do I stop doing this? Because I realized it started to become a problem. At first, it wasn't a problem, but then eventually started to become a problem. So I'm like, okay, how do I stop doing this? So I had to develop a way. And I also wanted to learn the guitar at one point. So I had to, how do I make a habit? And then I started to see that the secret is evidence. evidence, y'all. Can you see, smell, taste, hear it, or feel it? If you can, there is evidence it exists. It has to exist or not exist. If it exists, then you want it to happen. If it exists, then it manifests in your world. You want it to be there. If it does not exist, it cannot manifest in your world because it isn't there. Your mind cannot see, smell, taste, hear it, or feel it. So it doesn't exist. It cannot be manifested. So a bad habit like doing drugs cannot be manifested if there is no drugs in your present moment. If you want to stop weed, make it so hard to gather evidence it exists. So for example, if you go to the dispensary, if you drive to the dispensary, oh, I want some Blue Moon, or I want some Moon Rock. I'm just saying some strains because I used to do it, stopped. But let's say dispensary is like 5 minutes away from you. You need, and usually you drive there, you need to develop roadblocks in your mind. So for example, if you ever like want to go to the dispensary and get some whatever, what I would do is I would try and convince my mind, hey, if I do this, you know, I gotta get up, I gotta get dressed, I gotta put on deodorant. Give my brain so many steps and literally manipulate my mind, because it's a bad habit, so it's gonna be hard to change just right off rip. So you have to give your mind an illusion that it takes a lot to just do it, because your brain is lazy. And right there, you are establishing a lot of evidence to your mind that it takes a whole lot of work to do it. So now your brain's like, oh, maybe it's right. So now in that moment, it does not exist. And what you need to do is you need to get rid of all evidence of that drug around you. If there are friends who smoke weed, get rid of them. Gone. Or they need to be inspired by your movement and stop doing it too. If your goal is to not smoke weed anymore, you must not have friends around who serve as evidence it is possible to smoke weed. Your brain in that present moment has to believe it is possible. If your brain does not see it, it is not possible. It does not exist. You cannot have outside forces convincing you it's possible. So if you want to stop smoking weed, get rid of your friends who smoke weed, or they need to be inspired by your movement and get on the program. Baby, because we don't want to do that shit no more, baby. We don't want to do that shit no more. That's the truth. That's just the truth. If you're serious about getting rid of bad habits, you need to focus on the evidence. And the code name I use in my book, I don't call it evidence, I call it proof. Proof says, if it is fed to your senses in the present moment, it exists. It can be manifested. That's what proof says. If it is in your present moment right now, and you can see, taste, smell, feel it, or feel it, it exists, meaning it can be manifested. So if you see marijuana, if you taste marijuana, if you hear about marijuana, if you smell marijuana, if you feel like you want to do marijuana, anything that comes to your senses, if it says marijuana is present, marijuana exists, then it's true. It exists. It's a belief. That means there is evidence. You need to get rid of the evidence. So get rid of the evidence of that habit that you want to stop. If you want to stop porn, again, the evidence. And another thing, if it's hard to get rid of the evidence, you need to program your mind to think, oh my God, it's so much steps. I got to do all this. I don't want to do that, because the brain is lazy. The brain doesn't want a lot of work. So make your brain harder to access that bad habit. So if you want to stop porn, what I would do, get your phone, right? The moment you think, oh, I want to watch porn, get your phone, turn it off, take your phone, put it under your bed, then put the sheets on top of your bed, stuff it under the sheets until your feeling of that goes away. Then when your feeling of that goes away, get back your phone. You don't want to do it anymore. Because now, when you had that feeling, you just put away your phone. So now your brain's like, oh my God, my phone's off. Then I got to get it back under the bed. Then I got to roll it out of the sheets. Then I got to go under my bed and, man, what the hell? I don't want to do this shit no more. You're going to be so completely unmotivated to do it. Give your brain so many steps, and your brain's going to be like, oh, I don't want to do it no more. And then when the feeling goes away, get your phone back again. But Noisy Fox, what if the feeling comes back again? Do it again. Just keep doing it. Keep spamming it until your brain says, you know what? Fine. Won't do it anymore. As long as it exists, it can be manifested. But if it does not exist, or it's so hard to access, it does not exist and it cannot be manifested. That's proof. That's how strong proof is. Get rid of the evidence. Gone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't exist. Gone. If you have friends around you who also watch it and talk about, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Talk about, you should watch this new video. That's what I used to do in my past. I mean, it was just weird. When you're with the guys, bro, you just share the goodies. Weird times. But if you have friends like that, you need to say, you know, I don't want to do that more. And they need to say, you know what, you're right. You need to either have friends that don't do the bad habit or are inspired by your movement and push you to stop the bad habit. Work with your friends. Don't get rid of them off rip. Give them a chance. Give them a chance, because sometimes you do have good friends that are like, you know what, bro, you're right. Let's do this together. We're going to do this no more for 30 days. You need to make sure that evidence is not there for 30 days straight. Because in 30 days, what your brain starts to do is develop a new habit. It starts to develop new neuron pathways in the brain's system of nerves. And it starts changing the way how you view your environment, change the way how you think. And it also changes the form and shape of your brain. That's neuroplasticity. You need that to activate so that you can say, you know what, I'm not even interested in this anymore. And then eventually, you won't even have the urge. So do that for 30 days, make it so hard to access, or make it just literally gone from your mind, gone from your senses, not necessarily gone from your mind. It needs to be gone from your senses, because your mind is going to say some bullshit all the time. It's going to have a thought, but the more and more it doesn't see it, your brain's thinking about other things. I don't think about soda because I don't have evidence soda exists in my mind. In my present moment, it doesn't exist. And I haven't developed a habit, or rather I did, but then I stopped it. So now my brain's like talking about other things. My brain's talking about, oh, let's do Twitch. My brain's talking about, oh, my gallon bottle. My brain's talking about, oh my God, how much coconut water have I drank? My brain's thinking about, oh my God, what's my next book gonna be about? Oh my God, my brain's thinking about, oh my gosh, you know, what are they saying on Instagram? You know, important shit. My brain has no time for soda. Your brain has to be the same way. If you want to stop a bad habit, make it hard. Don't develop evidence. Get rid of the evidence. One thing that I see a lot of people have is they have friends who do the exact bad habit that they want to stop. So you need to start with your environment. Start with the people around you. Start with the other meat suits around you. You need to start there, because that's where I see a lot of people going through. I don't know why you have friends who are doing the same thing that you don't want to do, but that's what people have. So it's like, it's kind of counterintuitive, but that's what people got. So it's very strange, y'all. You need to really look at that. You need to really look at that. I hope all y'all enjoying the stream, baby. We got a whole lot. So another thing that I wanted to mention was, someone was talking about, oh, I have trouble with life because I don't seem to feel good enough. I'm not focused on myself. And I think my self-improvement journey is not working anymore because I don't feel good enough because of the things that I've done. So basically, it's like, what he was saying is, he doesn't feel good enough about himself because he's not able to focus on himself. What I would first say, now I didn't have a lot to say about this to him directly. I don't even remember what I said. But one thing I think a lot of us men need to do is we need to stop looking at our feelings. Your feelings will get you in trouble so many times more than they won't get you out of trouble. Get you out of trouble. So, for example, I have a responsibility to develop a strong body, but for some reason I don't feel good. I feel bad because of what happened yesterday. So your feelings gonna be like, I don't feel like doing 100. I don't feel like doing my 100 push-ups. Listen, there is going to be someone who is like, man, fuck that. Fuck my feelings. I'm gonna do it anyway. Then you're gonna be that one who's left in the dust. Why can't you be like that guy who said, you know what? Screw it. Your feelings get you in trouble so much more times than they do get you out of trouble. Now, you cannot stop feeling. Don't even think about that. Don't even start saying, oh, I'm just going to stop feeling and be a macho man to everybody. Cut the bullshit. You cannot stop feeling, and you won't. But what you do need to control is your outer projection of your feelings. If you feel bad, don't go around feeling bad to other people. Just go out and say, you know what, you're doing great. Just go out and emit so much positivity and be a good positive force on the outside. Regardless if your car overheated and blew up yesterday. Doesn't matter. Go out there and still spread positivity to others. No one gives a shit how you feel. So why should you? Honestly, do you care about the person that comes to you and talks about how their car was having so much trouble? You don't give two flying shits. You don't. Don't even fake it. You don't. When people come up to me, say, how are you? Why are you asking me that? You don't care. Why are you asking me that? I don't got to answer that. I just say good. Because I don't know if I'm feeling good that day, but you know, I'm doing good. I'm doing good in my life, but I don't know how I'm feeling. Don't ask me that. When people say, oh, well, how do you feel about this? Or, oh, what should I do about this? Or, oh, how should I feel about this situation? Whenever someone talks about to someone else about their feelings, I honestly, because I've seen this a lot of times, especially with females, I honestly do not believe, this is just my personal belief, y'all, that the other person on the other end receiving that information cares. Like, you can show you care, but why? Why? And at the end of the day, how many times do you talk to people who, when you show feelings or you talk about something, do they fucking care? What's the point? Granted, okay, I do believe there are some people who actually do care because they put everything on the line for you. But actually, who was the last person that was like that for you? Excluding your family. Who was the last person? Who around you is willing to be with you and sacrifice something in their life, something so great in their life for you? Who? If you have someone like that, that's very good. Excluding your family. But around that, who? If you don't have someone like that, they don't actually care about you or your situation. You need to get that through your head. How you feel or how someone feels about you shouldn't matter. Every single day, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you still have a duty to go out there and spread good vibes to everybody. Oh, my car blew up yesterday, so go out there. No one cares about your car. Don't talk about it. I have bad issues. I have stuff that happens to me. I don't talk about it to other people. I know they don't give two shits. You know why? Because everybody who you think cares about your situation has 10 times more situations than you. 10 times more problems than you that they're worrying about. Why would they take on your problem? Oh, my car blew up. Susan, what do you think I should do? Don't talk to her. She doesn't fucking care. Susan is talking about, oh, her makeup broke up, or her makeup broke, or her man is talking to some other chick named Rachel, or she just got laid off her job or something. She has more problems than you, buddy. One thing we need to look at as men is no one gives a shit about you. Your feelings. I mean, your feelings. No one gives a shit. Stop talking about it. Stop looking to it. and instead perform anyway. So if you have a feeling on the inside, you're going to have feelings. Like I said before, you cannot cancel out your feelings. They will always be there. Always. You will always have feelings. But what you need to do is you need to analyze your feelings, and you need to say, you know what? What should I do anyway? Oh, I don't feel like working out anyway. What should I do anyway? Oh, I should work out anyway. Oh, my toe got a big scrape and now I'm missing a nail and I'm feeling bad. What should I do anyway? Still do the things I need to do every day. Oh, my girlfriend broke up with me. Oh, I feel very bad. What should I do? Still work. You got a bank call at 5. You got to work out at 6. Oh, you got a business meeting at 9. Oh, you also got to check up on your mom or something at 5 p.m. the next. You're busy. You're doing shit. I hope so. You're doing shit. You still got shit to do. Stop looking at your feelings. Your feelings will distract you most of the time rather than the majority of the time. Or rather, no, I mixed that up. Your feelings will distract you the majority of the time rather than the lesser amount of time. That lesser amount of time, when your feelings don't distract you, you need to be doing something that is beneficial to you. Even if your feelings say, you know, I don't want to do this, you still need to do it. And stop talking about people about your feelings. Figure it out. Figure it out with your logic. And if you're going to talk to someone about your feelings, if you're a man, if you're going to talk about your feelings, form it in a situation. Like, oh, I'm having a situation. Yo, man, what should I do? Not, oh man, this happened to me. I feel so bad. No one fucking cares. Stop it. Stop framing your questions or your observations or your problems in a form of feeling. Form on it. Situation happened. What can I do? I need the solution. Don't give context on how you feel. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And a lot of people will take this advice so hardly. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm trying to tell you that you need to say fuck your feelings sometimes. No one cares. It's not something as like, it's not saying like, oh, be like emotionless. What I mean by stop showing your feelings or stop telling about your feelings is you're always going to feel internally, but stop trying to externalize it. Stop trying to get other people to notice you. Stop trying to get other people to see your feelings. Stop trying to make other people trying to fix your emotional problems. Especially don't do that to a female. Especially don't do that to a female. Females especially don't give a shit. They don't. That's one thing I see some guys do. They will expose their whole freaking emotional state. Don't care. She does not care. And that's the game, y'all. Don't get offended, though. Don't take things personally. Just realize this is how the shit goes. Fix your situations. If you need help, give the situation to your homie. If you have a problem, don't go to females. Go to your dudes. Hey, Mark, this happened to me. What should I do? That's it. No one, don't talk about your feelings. If you're going to talk about your feelings, let me not actually say never. Because I do believe that there are sometimes you do need to vent out. If you're going to talk about your feelings, you need to put that person in a position where, okay, they're gaining something. Because, like, for example, I used to talk to someone and she would always have relationship issues. And she would come to me a lot. She would call me and I would help her out. Now, how I am is I'm a very solution-based person. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And it may seem like I'm cold or whatever, but that's just how I show my love, bro. That's just how I show me, bro. I'm not I don't look at you and be like, oh my gosh, maybe I should tell them what they want to hear. No, I'm going to be that one that is like, crush your feelings, build you back up. So now I can implant a solution that you have to agree with or not agree with that will help you. So you need to put someone in a position where they are gaining something from hearing about your feelings. This could be a therapist. This could be a coach. This could be an older person than you. This could be a family member. Someone who sort of gains something from you, because you'll get a very, very unbiased answer. And if you're a man, I would say if you're having an issue emotionally, do not go to females unless they're a therapist. Possibly, you do you. I personally don't recommend therapy, but if you are talking to someone who is a therapist and you know their solutions are helping you, then yeah, go to that person. But the reason why I say don't go to a female is because a female will always try and take the comforting route. They will always try and comfort you. Not always, most of the time. They'll always try and comfort you because they want you to be comfort. They want you to be more happy. They want you to be more relaxed state. That's just how they are. But that's the problem. I don't want to be comfortable. I want solutions. Who is going to give me a solution? The masculine energy. Go to your homies. Go to your homies for that solution. But in the end, if you have something that you just want to get out because you have so much energy in you, you have so much emotion, and you just need to leak it out, and you just want to talk about it with someone, talk to someone who has some sort of gain from it. I find that family members are sometimes the best option. Now, if you don't have family to talk about it, then talk about it with your girlfriend. Your girlfriend is actually sometimes a good person to talk about with your emotions. Sometimes, like I said, because they are gaining something from it. They're gaining an audience with you. They're gaining attention. They're getting to talk to you, and they get to understand you better. Females, they like to know you more. Sometimes though, don't be that type of person that comes every week with some emotional problem. Hey, can you? No. Once and every now and then, maybe. But in the end, I don't recommend that. Don't frame your problems in an emotional type framework. You need to get solutions, not comfort. Because at the end of the day, no one cares. They have so much more problems than you probably, and you think your problem is more important than them? Wrong. You're gonna end up on the short end of the stick. Get solutions, not comfort, which is what guys would seek from their female. So that's why I don't really recommend talking to a woman about your problems. Not saying it's a bad thing, but like I said, they're more comfort based. So they're going to give you the comfortable answer. They're going to try and comfort you, not give you a solution that you can actually reside with. Your bros will do that. Your bros will give you the answer you want. Oh, I'm having a trouble with the female I'm with. Don't go to a female about the problems you're having with a female. Go to your dudes. Now, unless your question is about how females are or whatever, then yeah, you definitely want to go to a female, because a female will give you an answer. But it has to be a female who has some sort of rapport with you. Don't go to a stranger. Don't go to a random female on your phone list. Make it be your sister. Make it be your mom. Make it be your female teacher. Make it be your coworker that's a female, and you talk to her a lot. Make it be those types of people. People who already like know you. People who already trust you in a way that you're a good person. Be like that. There's a different line, because it's all about like how they gain something. Whenever people talk to you, they are gaining something. Whenever you will talk to someone, you are gaining something. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how minuscule it is. There is always a give and take on both ends. Some people just give more than someone takes. Some people just take more than someone gives, but there is always a give and take relationship with everybody. That's the truth. So if you have any type of questions, you need to form it in a solution-based framework. Hey, this is my problem. How can I fix it? Or this is my problem. This is what I've done to try and fix it. Nothing's working. How can I fix it? Skip out the emotions. Get to the point. Get to the point. Get to the point, y'all. Ooh. Looks like the calendar is calling. The calendar is calling, y'all. Ooh. Gotta love the calendar. So we got key to not falling in love so easy, bad habits, staying focused, and a whole lot of other things, because that's what we do on the stream. We talk about a whole lot of things. Key points. If you want to stop falling in love so easy, focus more on your goals instead of focusing on her. It's that easy. Now, unless you're the type to get so attached to relationships, if you have the time to be talking to so many females, it means you're not doing shit. Just gonna be honest, you're not doing shit. You have too much time. Talking to females takes effort. It takes time. It takes fiddling with phones and talking, texting shit. You need to dedicate more time to your work. Because in the long run, when your work pays off, then you'll start seeing, oh my gosh, there's tons more options in this better spot. So strategic move. Key points. How to stay focused. If you want to stay focused on something, helping you to stay focused, you need to provide evidence to your mind of that thing constantly. How to get rid of bad habits? Get rid of the evidence. If you want to stop the drugs, get rid of the drugs from your eyes, taste, smell, feel, and hear. Get rid of it. And then confuse your brain. Hey, this takes a lot of steps. I don't want to do it anymore. Making yourself lazy, using lazy as a weapon to not do things. It's perfect. If you want to go more in depth into that subject, get the book. That's all I can say. Get the book. Because the book is good. All of your habits, bad habits, gone. Good habits, come here. Now, like I said, I'm going to remind y'all. We're doing 100 or 50 push-ups. You choose your poison. If you're a guy, if you're a dude. I'm gonna hold y'all accountable to that. Make sure y'all do it. I got to do mine right now. And then I got to do more because this doesn't count as my regular. So, with that being said, I hope all y'all have a good ass day. We went deep today. Oh man, we went deep. We broke free from the M word. We took off the prison band, threw it on the ground. We got our legs back, y'all, because our legs were gone for a moment. But that being said, I hope all y'all have a good ass day. Honestly, truly, I hope you guys implement the techniques and things talked about in this stream, because this will help you with so much, so much. And with that being said, I hope all y'all good ass day. Peace. Noisy Fox.